was it always a plan to make such significant change to the team? Or was it a reaction to something you saw or didn't see last weekend?
Probably the former, to be fair. I think we've had a lot of people that have put a lot of work in over the pre-season, and the first sort of month of the URC, we wanted to give as many people an opportunity to state their claim. And this week was an opportunity to do that. So obviously in week 1 and 2 was an opportunity for us to build some cohesion and have some consistency of selection. You're probably seeing a fair bit of that still in the forward pack, and in the backs we've had a number of those outside backs that have been out with injuries, so we're keen to get them back in, just create that internal competition.
And just a timeline now on Craig Casey. Just maybe what was his exact injury, and just with the 1 to 3 weeks, is it likely you're probably unlikely to risk him for next week either?
I would certainly love him to play next week, but we won't, take any risks. I think he's still has strong ambitions of featuring for Ireland in the game against the All Blacks, and if playing him next week puts him at risk, then we won't do that. It's a long season, and given his importance to this team, and I would think Irish rugby, then we'll do what's best for the player. It's not ruled out at this stage, but it is something that we've been taking a conservative approach with.
And a rest as well for Jack Crowley, I presume, in line for what every Irish rugby fan wants to see, him playing in Croke Park against Leinster, hopefully lining up against Sam Prendergast next week as well.
Yep, 100%. So he would have been in the match day 23, but he had to miss one game in the first 4 weeks, and this was the designated game.
Very good. And just finally, Edwin Edogbo back, real boost, and Munster fans will be delighted to see him back. And maybe tell me what you've seen of him and what he will add to your team.
Yeah, look, he's a big human first and foremost, and we. Everyone around here speaks really highly of his ability, and he's been back into full training for 3 or 4 weeks now, and certainly you can see he understands how to use his size to his advantage, particularly around his ball carry and close contact work. So that's going to be important. We've got some big sort of rangy men, but we haven't got a hell of a lot of big sort of men and stature wise. John Klein probably being the other obvious one in our team, and we can't roll him out every week and expect him to be at his best. So he gives us something a little bit different, and hopefully he can inject that off the bench on Friday night.